I've been feeling so down.
What's up, guys? We're back with another video. If you are new here, my name is Sammy and we are the Mermaid Gang. This is where you can come and suspend your disbelief. I am your favorite manifestation coach, so if you would like for me to help you dissolve whatever is between you and your manifestation, go ahead and sign up for coaching with me below. Okay, let's get into the video. And no, there will be no Valentine's Day backdrops this year. We're going straight to summer, okay? Straight to summer. So you guys have been asking me for a long time to talk about revision again, but I felt like, why? Like, what is the point in making another video about revision saying the same thing? But it occurred to me recently that the traditional way of revising, you know, Neville's way, or the way that's most commonly known, is not the only way to revise. We can revise in many different ways. So that's what we're going to talk about today. A lot of people don't want to do it the traditional way anyway. You don't want to have to go relive whatever you're trying to revise or whatever. You want to kind of not even have to name it, and you don't have to name it. You do not have to name whatever you are revising, because you know what you are implying when you say these things that I'm going to give you. Ways that you can revise without naming it or going back into it, okay? I have a couple of revision affirmations right here on a list that I'm going to give you to utilize. You can customize them, use them as ideas, or use the exact ones. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, you don't have to put a name to anything. You can simply revise this way, the same way you affirm for anything else, and it will revise it. Okay, first one. That never happened. When this thing pops in your mind and you don't want to think about it, or you want to revise that it never happened, you can literally say, that never happened. You and your SP got in a fight. Whatever it is, that never happened. When you think of it, that never happened. Everything's perfect. That is a way to revise. I have no memory of that. If you want to forget about something, like something you were embarrassed about or whatever, I have no memory of that. I have no idea what that is. It's kind of the same way that I talk about getting rid of a 3P. Like when you think of them, saying, I don't know who that is. Because you just doing that removes it from your mind. Your mind's like, oh shit, okay, well, bye, delete. You know what I mean? It just like deletes it. So use that. If you want someone else to forget about something, maybe you want them to forget about a fight, or if you embarrass yourself, or whatever it is, whatever the case is, you can literally say they've totally forgotten that. They don't even think about it. They've completely forgotten about it. They have no memory of it. It's like it never even happened. Which leads me to my last affirmation. It's like it never even happened. When you think of something you don't like, you have a thought you don't like, you think of a situation that you wish went differently or didn't happen at all, it's like it never even happened. Yep, everything's perfect. It's like it never even happened. Those are all really good revision affirmations. So what I want you to do is tell me what affirmations you like to use to revise, or what way you like to revise that is not traditional. Because we create all the rules. Like you might as well throw out every law of assumption, law of attraction rule you ever learned, because each individual person that taught you those things, even me, is only, or was only, teaching you from their rules that they have set for themselves. You can create your own rules. The only set in stone law is that whatever you assume is true. So choose what you assume. You can change your assumptions all the time. You can change it in a second. It doesn't have to take time. And I'm gonna do a video that's kind of, okay, I deleted my old transition purge video because I need to make an updated video on that, because now really realizing that, okay, at the time I was still like following Neville's rule, which Neville's rules, I know people get offended when I say rules. When I say rules, I mean like he created his own rules for himself, and he taught based on his own rules that he created for himself. And at the time, his were the only ones I really knew. I didn't know, I thought that those were the laws. Like that was how it worked. But it's simply, we create our own rules. So in another video, I'm gonna redo my transition and purge video based on how I feel about this now, what I've learned and discovered now. Another thing about the revision, so many of you are like, can I revise this? Will it change this? Will it change my old pictures? Will it change all documents? You know how you find out things? You know how you find out if something works or if it will do this or that? You want to know the best way to find out? Test it yourself. Stop asking under everybody's comments, under everybody's posts and everybody's messages, will this do this? Will this do this? Will this do this? You guys are constantly asking, searching, and never fucking applying. And for those of you who are Nels fans, how many times did he tell you, be ye not only hearers of the word, but doers. Do the damn thing. Do it. Apply it. Test it. You won't know what works for you until you test it. Manifestation is not one size fits all. Every person has their own set of rules. That's why there's no consistency in what works for each individual person. No consistency in success stories. Really no consistency in teachings, in YouTube coaches. Because everybody has their own rules. Create yours. What are your rules? If you don't know, then just say, I do everything right. Whatever I choose to do works for me. Set your own rules. But you searching is only giving you more confusion. You're manifesting confusion. You have to apply what you've learned. Test it. When I was learning, I tested shit along the way. That's how I found out what worked for me. That's how I found out what I like best. But if you keep searching, asking in every comment section, you're going to get, one, you're going to be confused because you're going to get 50 different answers because these are all different people with all different rules for themselves and what they believe works for them. And it does work for them because that's what they believe. But then another person could come right behind them and say, oh, no, absolutely not. That's not true. This is what works. And that's going to be what works for that person because that's what they believe. Choose what you want to believe. Test it. If you want to know how extreme you can take a technique or a method or whatever, revision, manifestation in general, if you want to know how far you can take it, test it. And while you're testing it, tell yourself, I am so good at this. I do everything right. I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. Just apply it. Stop searching and apply. Okay? That is 90% of most of you guys' problem. Stop asking. Stop searching. Just apply it. Test it. See how far you can push your own limits because there are no limits with the law. You can manifest anything, but we are limited when we start out based on what we were conditioned to believe, how we grew up, whatever. Test it. Push your limits. Keep stretching. Keep practicing. Keep testing. And you'll take it further and further and further and further. The more you push it. Revise a document. Revise a photo. Test it. Test it and see. That is going to be the way you really find out what you can do. Not by asking and getting answer after answer after answer. The only way you're going to truly find out exactly what you can do is by doing it. So do it. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we out.